Come on, this is just too exciting.
Yep, I'm live.
I'm live? Is it telling you?
Yep.
It's live. Is it live? It's not. Oh, it still says sending data on that one though. Hi everybody. I don't know if you're there yet or not, or rather if I'm here or not. Have we got two now? It's Lesley from Hungry Heffy Crafts, and I'm here for Come Craft With Me so we can get crafty together tonight. And Craig did a clever thing and has got a new software that actually streams my video, my live stream, to multiple channels. So normally I'm over here on YouTube doing my thing, but we're now also streaming to Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook. So we're just taking a few minutes to get all set up here. I'm hoping that everything is working. Please fire some comments my way, because it's supposed to collate all the comments and send it through the new software. We just want to make sure that works, because different people like different platforms. So I thought it'd be really cool if I could do one stream and everybody gets to see it. Yay! Spread the love, spread the joy. Okay, so we've got some chats coming here on YouTube. We've got Snowy Splodges. Hi! Hey Zozo. Yell Dales is here. Pam says, yay, I made it to another one. Yay, I'm so glad you're here too. And Iris is here, and yes, and Lucy. Woohoo! All right, so I can see your chat on YouTube. And yes, it's here on YouTube. Cool, cool, cool. Is it coming through on the Restream chat? Oh, yeah, okay, there's a message there from Lucy on the Restream chat. Where did that come from? Okay, so I think it's just catching up. Yay! Hi everyone on Facebook, welcome to the tutorial. Yay! Oh, that's nice that she's like welcoming. Welcome. Yay! All right, so we keep them up there so I can hopefully keep an eye on them. What are we gonna do tonight, guys? Huh? Any ideas? I tidied my craft room this week. That's a thing. Did you notice, Craig?
It's beautiful. You might want to do a bit of an overview for anyone that is coming on the other platforms.
Sure. As Craig so wisely mentions, that I should probably do a little bit of an introduction, which I don't normally do every Friday night because I'm just here on YouTube and most of you guys know what you're signing up for. But for anyone here who is watching on something that is not YouTube, maybe on Twitch, Mixer, or Facebook, etc. My name is Lesley Oman. I am a card maker, crafter, stamper, and I also have my own stamp company called Heffy Doodle Limited. And every Friday night I have a live stream where I make some cards, and this is all because I've got my private YouTube channel, Hungry Heffy. So I do also have a blog, Hungry Heffy, but to be honest, now that I've got my own stamp company, I don't update my blog often, but I do have a regular Friday night slot at 9 p.m. UK time, whatever that time is for you, and that's why I'm here. So I'm getting some comments to say that you see and hear me fine, so that is okay. I'm gonna move my little dinosaur out of the way and get crafting. Okay, so this stamp set I pulled out of my stash today. It was one that we got for one in a goodie bag from Simon Says Stamp. So I thought that it would be fun to use that because I haven't actually used it at all yet. Oh, let me get a piece of card that actually exists. Here we go. Hi, Snow. We'll try to stick around for a bit. Yay. Lovely to have you here. All right, so I'm pulling out a piece of Multi-Techniques paper here. I like this for ink blending. I love it a lot. It's kind of like watercolor cardstock. It's that kind of thickness, and it has that kind of tooth, but it's not so rough. So I like the way it blends. And I thought that I'd do like a tone on tone effect with this funky little one here. Maybe even create almost like a fish scale, like a mermaid scale. Yell says, tell them about Ranger. Good idea. Ranger is our new puppy. And he is not in here at the moment, but I'm sure he'll come in before too long. He likes to stay close to Mama. And he is a cockapoo. And he is only 18 weeks old. So he is tiny. He is just a little pickle. And he's very much a mama's boy. So we shall see. He might come and join us later. And of course he's gorgeous, but then I think that because I'm biased. Do you guys have any animals? That's what I want to know. Any pets? Okay, so this one here is called Deco Borders and Corners. And I'm liking this style here. And I've actually used some purple tape to stick this down to my craft mat. And my plan is to kind of use the lines as a guide. We'll see if that works or not. Let me grab some ink. I have my little inks stored in a Frere Rocher container. Let's grab some inks that might work for us. I think these are kind of cool. Spring Rain Mint Candy. It's like a graduation, an ombre almost effect. I just want to double check these colors because sometimes the packaging is actually not very representative of the colors that you get. Pam says, where does the name Heffy Doodle come from? Oh, so my nickname is Heffy. The term of endearment that my husband gives to me, Craigie gives to me, Heffy. And I draw the stamps, so I illustrate the stamps myself. So they are a Heffy Doodle. So that's the short version. There are longer versions of that story, as in why or where I got the name Heffy from. But I'll leave that for another day. Okay, so these ones are quite greeny. So I think they should go together, and I also almost think it should go like this. But to be honest, I don't think it'll really matter because it's just for fun anyway. Suze is here. Hey, Suze. It's been so long since I've got a live, she says. Hey. And Katrina Howe is here as well. Hello. Let me see if I can find an eraser because I'm not using the Misty tonight for this. So I've got one shot of stamping this perfectly. So in fact, what I think I might do is just do some test stamps. Let me grab a piece of scratch paper. Just to make sure that it's that I kind of get used to the amount of pressure that I need to put on the stamp. Oh, here, I wanted to do it on this today. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's going to work for me. Cream Chihuahua. So Stellar Crafts by Pam says that she has got a cream Chihuahua named Rocco after Rocco's modern life. Awesome. And Susan's got 2 cats and 3 dogs. At least you say he's a baby. Yeah, Ranger is a baby. Very much so. All right. Nice. I'm thinking I'm not even going to clean it. I'm just going to go for it for the next one. Because I'm a rebel. See if I'll be able to line this up without dropping it. Nice. Katrina says 3 cats and 2 bunnies. Lily says 2 cats, Trinity and Calypso. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, nice. Lucy has got a kitty called Socks. She'll be 1 on Monday. Ah, still just a little kitty herself. She loves her mama too. Ah, oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to do another one with this. Otherwise, instead of like an ombre, we're going to have to just repeat pattern. But that's fine. We can repeat pattern. There are no rules here, except for the rules that we impose upon ourselves. Yelled, I have a robin and a blackbird in the garden, which are a joy to see in here. Yay! I've been seeing a lot of robins recently as well. I always enjoy seeing robins. They're very sweet. My plan was to put like green in the background, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to need that, to be honest, because it's looking really pretty. Ooh, it's hard for you guys to see. Let me zoom. Can you see? Kind of. It's getting light at the top. Trying not to stick my head in here. Dad just came home, going to go chat and rest a bit. Much love. Bye, Snow. Iris says, I don't have and never had any pets. I used to joke that the mice in our garage were our pets. Aww. We've had loads of pets growing up. I definitely feel happier in regards to just life, the general joy, like having a puppy. Sometimes you're just like feeling rubbish, and then Ranger comes and gives you a cuddle, and you're like, you're the best, dude. This is getting harder for you guys to see, but it's looking pretty cool. I do just want it to be a kind of background, so I'm not really that fussy. If there's some, like for example here, there's more of a gap here than there definitely is there. Probably because really I need to get my head in here to line it up. Like straight above it. Just not worrying about it. Yeah. That one's definitely more green. I think that's probably going to be enough for a full 5.5 by 4 1/4. Trim down. That's a pretty background. What stamp set is that? It is a stamp set from Simon Says Stamp, and it is called Deco Borders and Corners. And it does have a sort of Art Deco feel to it. I'll show you it in just a second. Let me just clean this little guy up. In fact, I always forget that I bought this. My nouveau stamp cleaning. Get a little spray. Now, because this is a dye ink, if you see there, it is slightly stained, I guess is the word, but it's not going to affect the use of your stamp, and it is clean. You just want to clean it. All right, let me zoom out like so, and then show you like this. Can you see? Pretty, huh? I like it. Animals are therapy for me, says Pam. That's why I have a job working with them. What do you do? I want to know. Dogs are definitely like the best thing, in my opinion. Totally the best thing in the world. Right. So I am going to grab a piece of cardstock to go on the background of my card. So a little while ago I mentioned that Heffy will be bringing out some 11.5 by 11 by, wait a minute, 8.5 by 11, got it, cardstock, and I've been completely useless and haven't put them in the shop at all yet. I have now, drum roll, finalized our newest release. So now that that's done, and I don't have to panic about that, I might actually put them in the shop. So this is one of the pieces of cardstock, which is a gorgeous teal color. Ooh, I might go for long ways actually. Here he comes. Coming in, buddy. Hey Ranger, let's come over here and show everyone how big you've gotten. Come on in. He's a big boy. Oh, the big boy. Oh, the big boy is here. Look how big he's gotten. Can you see yourself in the camera? This is Ranger. He's a big boy. Ranger actually went to the groomers this week to get a trim. And when he was there, the lady said, the groomer said that his ear looked a little bit infected. So he had to go to the vets, and sure enough, he does have an ear infection. So he has to get ear drops, don't you, buddy? You have to get ear drops in your ear, but you're so good at getting them. Yes, thank you very much. You're very good, aren't you? Yeah. Are you going to come and craft with us? Yeah? Okay. Into your bed then. Oh, into your bed. And here's a treat for you. Good boy. Oops, sorry. All right, let's get these folded up. Pam says floppy ears usually get infections. Yeah, that's what I've been told, that the drop ear breeds are very prone to infections. The poor little thing. But that's just the way it is. He sees his own reflection in the doorway. Where'd you go then? Let me drop this blind so if he comes in, he's not getting distracted by the handsome pup in the window. Right. Oh, Pam is a vet technician. Yay! Amanda's here. Hey, Amanda. Thank you so much. I think it's pretty. My dog Poppy is barking a hello at Ranger. She watches TV all the time. Oh, what a cutie. All right, I'm going to cut out a rectangle from this. And it's going to be the second largest size in the Imperial Stitch rectangle die set by Heffy. And I'm just going to move it around until I get a spot that I like. Actually, it's pretty consistent, so I'm not that bothered, really. And for this, I'll use my Heffy memo tape so that it doesn't rip my card. And I'll run it through my Gemini, so noise coming. You can see better there how it's gone a little bit green. But it doesn't really matter. So this is going to go on here like this. It's really blowing out. And then we're going to put something else on here. What are we going to put is the question. We could stamp the word friend. Oh, I quite like that. Grateful to call you. And then we could have, oh, we could use the friend Heffy cuts. That might be super cute. I quite like that. Grateful to call you, and then the word friend. We could maybe stamp this in white. Or on a grey. I like grey with teal, and I like grey with pink. And I think that would work really nicely. Let me grab my Heffy cuts with the word friend. And I'm going to do the old trick of die cutting a couple of these and layering them up so that it is it looks almost like a chipboard. Is this the right one? Yes, okay. Almost like a piece of chipboard. I'm going to cut out a couple of these, and I'm going to cut it in grey and also in this teal colored. Danielle's watching me on the big, or Jeanette is watching us on the big TV tonight. Ranger is so big and totally adorable. Yay. I love that you guys are like a little cheerleaders for Ranger. He is a good boy, so I'm very pleased with him. And he was a good boy today because he kind of got abandoned today. Poor pet. We had a bit of a drama day today. Last Friday even, I think I probably mentioned that Craig had a fall at football and came home with a concussion. And pretty much since last Friday, he has been dealing with a headache. So yesterday or today we were like, okay, that's enough. That's enough of this. And we tried to get appointments and whatever. Anyway, we ended up in A&E. So we had to leave Ranger on his own. Not that it does him any harm, it's just that because we both work at home, he doesn't get left on his own an awful lot. We need to do it more. We need to make a point of doing it more. needs a little bit of encouragement at the top. Sandra said, oh, hold on. Maybe put a small black border between the card and the background stamp then. Oh, yeah, or a grey. That would be good. Sandra says, oh, I didn't think of watching you on the telly. What's that? Oh, it was just the berries. So that's 2 friends. Let me put it here so you can actually see what's going on. In the teal colour, and then 2 in the grey. Eliza says, thank you, Alicia, what you did for the dog. Ah. Yes, rescue dogs have a very special place in my heart as well. But Piper has so many allergies that unfortunately is not the route that, it wasn't the route that we were meant to take. I did register for this local lady, or well, local website, I guess, local company who goes to Romania and rescue street dogs, and I would just binge watch like watch everything that she posted, and the dogs are just so sweet and adorable, and they just need love and shelter. Oh no, I think my plate has been a bit of a... So somebody said, how do you deal with bucket plates rather than replace? I don't really deal with them, I just ignore them. I probably need to replace my plates. I probably needed to replace them months and months and months ago. Maybe even a year ago. The plates that I have, oh well, the plates that I had for my big shot were ones that Sue sent me. How long ago was that, Sue? Ages and ages ago. Susie then, even. And these ones I got with the machine, but they don't make the machine anymore, so the plates I don't think are available. Otherwise, I would have bought new plates for this one by now, because it's a great little size and it's affordable, so we would have done that, but yeah. Alicia says, I love them and they love me, and Mummy too. Ah, yay. Eliza, your dog is so cute. Say, ah, yay. Oh yes, I was telling you about Craig. So what did they do for Craig? They pretty much, well, I had to leave him to it, but they, oh, I should have just put that through the machine again. They give him a scan. They give him a CT scan. And all turned out, all was fine, apparently. They said that he has a brain in there after all. Yeah, so there's nothing to worry about, and that he just has to rest, and that it could take weeks for it to fully recover. Which of course is wonderful, but at the same time is super annoying. Because you know, you just want everything to be healed and be better by now. But that's just the way it is. And he has been resting, but there's only so much resting you can do. Plus he's, you know, got a job, has to do some sort of work. This one is being a punk. Just needs a little encouragement. It's funny though, because in if I go to bed early, sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to go upstairs, going to watch Netflix and have a little bit of self-indulgent evening, you know. And Ranger will come up beside me and lie on the bed. And then yesterday, Craig was like, I'm going to have an early night because my head's killing me. And he went upstairs to go to bed, and Ranger was like, this is not how it works. Where's Mum? I was out here tidying my craft room. He was woof, woof, woof. He wasn't so happy. Yay, I got it. Let's see. Get this other friend. That one came out straight away. Feel better, Craig. Follow doctor's orders, so no lingering problems. Absolutely. I think easier said than done. Ask anyone who has been laid up. Just gets frustrating, doesn't it? Just going to grab some sort of wet glue. Here, I've got this one. I have no idea what it is, but I might be able to work. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. What I really want is my multi-matte medium. If I was a multi-matte medium, where would I live? So much for tidying the craft room. Find it. All right. Don't forget the dot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I'm going to squirt a little bit out here. And then somewhere I have got a little, a little thingy-majig. This is actually a applicator for applying glue to false eyelashes. And I bought a packet of them on eBay years ago for like $2. And I think there was maybe 50 in the packet, or maybe at least 25. And it's great for getting little dabs of glue onto die cuts. And after I use them, I pretty much just wipe it with a wipey. So it doesn't actually really stay dirty. Yell says, I put double-sided tape behind my die cup of carbon. That's a great idea. Nice. All right. I like to use the wet adhesive because I feel like you've got a little bit of wiggle room before it sets. Now with this one, I'm going to slide it over to the side slightly so you get a shadow effect. Where are those dots away? super tiny. Probably not going to worry too much about my dots, to be honest. I think I've already lost the my grey dot. Unless any of you can see it lying. There's not much rubbish, like splatter marks on here, that it's hard to see. Oh, it's in the actual dye. Yay! It's so tiny, it's barely worth worrying about. Did you see the new glue sponge? I did see the glue sponge in at Creativation. I mean, it's nothing new. It's something that's kind of been around, hasn't it? It's a sponge with PVA glue in it. But have you used it? Does it work? Do you just get the sponge and you use your own glue? Is that what you do, or does it come with an adhesive already? So I saw it as in on a stand, but I didn't get a chance to talk to them or anything and investigate it. Barely got out of my cave, my booth. Okay, let's get this on the go. It comes full of glue. Okay, cool. So it's good glue then. Just prep my surface with my glue, not my glue, my powder tool. And then I'm using the Wow embossing pad for this one. My stomach is growling a lot. I don't quite know why, because I ate a massive amount of stuff for food. Oh, I know, I'm not going to use that. I want to use my Wow white embossing, opaque, bright white, super fine, baby. That'll do the trick. I agree. I want to use that idea on a single die cut. The double-sided, yeah. Sticky tape, good idea. Yale says I don't bother with the dots. Yeah, me neither. Oh, this did not stick properly at the top. That's better. Oh, also, someone last week asked me the question if there was going to be a kit with our next release, and I was like, no, there's not going to be a kit. There might be a kit. There was some developments this week, which means that I might change my mind on that. I'm not sure yet. So I shall just leave it like that. I'm going to put you guys on mute a minute while I heat emboss this. Yeah. Pam, kit. Awesome. Okay, so Pam wants a kit. So here's a question for Pam and anyone else who wants to join in. What do you want to see in a kit? That's what I want to know. So far our kits have come with a stamp, coordinating dies, normally a stencil, a finger dauber, and an ink pad. White card. Ooh, Craig, you scared me. Ranger's back. An ink pad, a white card, coloured card, and some pattern paper, and then usually something else. So we've had like the, what's it called? The glimmer paste. We had enamel accents as well. I thought about doing like holographic embossing, like our embossing powders, but then the problem with embossing powders, in my opinion, is that you could give someone embossing powders, but they don't have a heat tool. So then I don't think then that's quote unquote fair. But maybe I'm just maybe I'm overthinking it. Hey, Francie! Pam says, I got the bird one, that means the wingman kit. But still haven't had time to get to it or crafting in general much lately. A boo. Boo for life that gets in the way of crafting, eh? Oops. Got powder everywhere now. Grateful to call you friend. So that was cut using the Heffy Doodle Strips of Ease dies, which makes it super easy to cut perfect sentiment strips. So we're thinking like this. We've got friend. We've got a grateful to call you, which doesn't quite fit. Just experimenting here, bear with me. Doesn't fit all the way. We'll have to go in and out maybe. So you think we should have a little border around this? I think that's probably a good idea. Just a thin border to make it pop. I'm going to eyeball it here and then use my trimmer as a bit more of a guide. Stamp, dies, pattern paper, solid cardstock, and mixed media product. Yeah, so it's a mixed media product that I'm trying to figure out what kind of thing people want to see. I like the stamp die stencil combo. Yeah, we'll definitely stick with that, I think. And then the option, we did give an option where you can buy the kit without the dies, because I know many people, well, actually, I thought many people had a scan and cut or just are happy to fussy cut for the sake of saving money. But in fact, a very small percentage of people actually bought it without the dies. Most wanted it with the dies, which was good to know. Grateful to call you a friend. All right. I'm liking this. I'm going to stick this down. Woo! Oops. And this time I'm just going to be lazy and use my finger actually. A bit more of a solid area to cover. I usually make it just 1/8 of an inch larger than the size of the background. That's a good idea. Mine's slightly skinnier there. Oh, it's too close to the edge. All right, let's take this down. Amanda says, I once used a toaster to melt embossing powder. I'd left my heat gun at Francis. I started using a toaster as an embossing tool because I didn't have one. I was a student, so that was fun. Oh, back in the day. All right. I'm just going to take a little bit more and stick it underneath some spots because where I moved it over, it lost some of its stick a little bit. You also did red and white twine and small bells on your Christmas cake. Yes, I did, Lisa. You're right. Oh, that's true. For the first one, we did some twine and obviously sequins. I like to include sequins. Maybe a stencil and some inks. We do, hey, Ranger, no, we don't eat card. Look at my cards now, I've got big nose marks all over it. Definitely we don't eat stamps and we don't eat card. Those are the things that I really don't want him to eat. Otherwise he's going to have quite a feast in my craft room. Quite a feast indeed. Okay, you want out? I can let you out. I'm going to just wait. Wait, please. I'm going to put a whole layer of foam under this. Just because. Ranger, lie down, buddy. Go into bed. You into bed? Into bed, please. What happened to Caterpie? Poor Caterpie. If you follow me on Facebook, on my personal account, you'll know that there was an incident with Ranger's ducky toy this week. It's very sad. He, let's just say he had to go for some reconstructive surgery. There we go. I'm loving it. Can you see? Okay, I'm going to turn down my light, see if that makes any difference. You see it? Yeah. All right, Ranger, come in. You want out? You want out for a wee wee? On you go. Very pretty. If I do say so myself. I feel like I want some little teal drops on it, but this is more turquoise, so I'm just going to leave it. Otherwise, the inevitable will happen. I think it looks really pretty like that. What do you guys think? Yay, the eye dot. Have you shadow cut Fran? Yes. It's in there, a grey colour. Can you see? Pretty. We don't want any obstruction surgeries. Not Ranger. Ducky's his toy, had some reconstruction surgery. He got ripped to shreds, basically. All the stuffing got ripped out of him. Cheeky boy. Yeah, I am loving those colors. I'm just going to work with what I've got here. I'm going to put another layer on top. And I think I'm going to go for some bright colors this time, maybe some rainbow. And I think I might actually just use some stripes from the strips of ease. You just put away some of these things. So I'm going to cut a panel which is slightly smaller than this. Let me grab a piece of white. If I can find one, that is. So instead of 5.5 and 4.25, I want, oh, this might actually be an all right size. Yeah, I think that works for me. Per ducky, I know. It happens. All right, I'm going to grab my stash full of scratch cardstock. But before I go much further, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up. Because I always end up getting really encroached throughout my stream. Let me put this one in here. All right. So So I want to have some colorful stripes on here. I think I'm going to go for pink, yellow, maybe a bright orange. No, I don't want blue. Maybe this. What do you think, guys? I feel like we need a green, but I don't want it to clash with the teal. Oops. Maybe a mint. Maybe we do that green. Any thoughts? I'll let you think while I start cutting some of these things out. Jeanette says, looking forward to your new release and seeing what themes you have chosen this time. I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction to the themes I've chosen this time. I do believe there's more stamp styles than ever, essentially. Come on in. Now, I'm going to drop down this curtain. I need to go to bed. Love you. Can you make it a mommy card? I need to get creative for my mum's birthday. Maybe. Skip the purple. Skip the purple? Surely purple's one of the best things. Oops. I'm going to cut the purple anyway, and then we can always bin it if we don't want it. Brave colors. I have so many colors in this range. Go for it. You want to sit on the chair, buddy? Orange is something that I don't normally use a lot at all. What have you found? Thank you. Hey, Ranger, can you go lie down in your bed, please? Itchy, itchy, itchy. This reminds me of like, this totally reminds me of a shell suit that I had many years ago. No, Ranger, into bed. Good boy. Now, lie down and go to sleep. You can craft with me, but you cannot eat all the things. Maybe we finish it off with some of the teal. Yeah, add a strip of the teal too, says Amanda. Oh, dog. Craig, come and get the dog. Off you go. You are not the craft dog that I was hoping to have. To be fair, he's had a pretty, he's been really good given the fact that he has, his day has been a little bit all over the place. All right, I'm going to cheat a little and create a strip here that's going to accommodate all of these so that I can then adhere them together, if that makes sense. And then it means that I can adhere them together and still then position them on the card. Oh, here we go. Sandra says, oh my gosh, you are right, a shell suit, matching shell suits. Is a shell suit the same as a tracksuit? Well, you see, I don't think so, because a tracksuit is not, a tracksuit to me does not conjure up the same image as a shell suit, because a tracksuit is a term which is evergreen. These days, people wear tracksuits, you know. These days, people, I would say that a shell suit is a type of tracksuit. You know what? You just go ahead and Google shell suit. It was that horrible 1980s. I must be 80s. I was born 82, so 1980s to 1990s, matching bottoms and top, and it was that. The only way I can think of describing it is completely flammable. Like nylon? Was it nylon? I don't even know. Couldn't tell you. Something hideous. But everybody who was cool had one, of course. And the tops always matched the bottoms, and very often they had neon. Amanda says, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Amazing. Yep. And I don't per se remember said shell suit, but I do remember seeing a picture of like a photograph. Yeah. Of my sister and me just lying on the sofa, and she's got like mad crazy perm going on. I've got really plastic. Jeanette says, I had shell suits in the 80s. They rustle as you walk. Absolutely. You know you were doing it right if it rustled when you walked. You know it, girl. Yeah. And they either had like a chevron or lines, I'm pretty sure. That's certainly the ones that we had. Okay, another fashion throwback. I'm not sure I ever had one of these, but I know my brother did. heat changing t-shirts. You know what I mean, right? The ones where you could put like your hand like, oh sorry, you could put your hand like this and then you take it away and there's a handprint on there. Oh yeah, you know it. And you go like, and then it would change color. Those were the days when I could be cool. Not really. Yeah. Shell suits are the best. And by the best, I mean they're not the best. Did I put away my... Did I put away these? No, there they are. Right. So, I want to have this here, like this. And then I don't know whether we're going to go for straight across, because that's kind of cute and retro-y. I do like it at an angle, but I've got another idea. Call me crazy. So it's a very, would you say, rainbow feel? So I have this idea to actually put a die cut rainbow on it, but make the rainbow just white. So the color isn't actually coming from the rainbow. It's coming from the stripes. Oh, come on, where is my rainbow die? I know I have one somewhere. It's going to be my last one. There it is. Mama Elephant Rainbow High. Oh, it's kind of bigger than I thought it was going to be. Maybe half a rainbow? What do you think? A chevron over the sleeve that continued down. Yes, a chevron on the sleeve that continued down the front panel. Yes, absolutely. Sunglasses and sweatbands and arm and leg warmers. Don't you forget that. For when I'm roller booting. Actually, I actually own a pair of roller boots. I'm gonna put this friend in my scraps. So what do you guys think? You can make your own rainbow with circles. That's very true. I could make my own rainbow with circles. It's not hard to do. Don't like this little guy though. I think we need a sentiment down here. Either. Could do it like that. A cloud there maybe. I'd like to have something like "You brighten my life, Mom," or something like that. But I'll need some sentiment, like a long sentiment that we can cut up. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a sentiment that might work for us. You make me happy. We're going to have that one. You make me happy. You make me happy, love you even, perhaps. Are we going to try it? I think we should try it. Follow your gut. my gut tells me that Indian was too spicy tonight. It really was. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little rainbow come from the side like this. Just gonna get my angle just right. I want it to be obvious, but not too obvious. All right. Heavy tape. Oh, I know the rainbow so it passes through the stripes. Are you crazy? Oh, like this sort of thing? It would be kind of cool to have like white rainbow and then the colored stripes. And then the white stripes down here and the colored stripes up there. Does that even make sense? Even just like this? No, I'm gonna follow my gut. I'm gonna follow my gut, follow my gut. Follow my gut. Okay. So I'm going to run this through and then I'm going to put some tape over the back to hold it in place, I reckon. All right. Okay, a little bit of Heffy tape. Come on, come on, come on, girl. Oh, I remember. Yes, this die is very useful because it doesn't actually cut them all out. It leaves a tiny little bit still in place, which is good because then I can stick it on the back. Happy days. Happy days, happy days. All right, let's see. Okay, cool. Cool. So now I want this like this. Let's secure that down. I'm going very clean and simple tonight, aren't I? Okay, I'm going to cover that line slightly and trim these off. Get my big scissors. Pretty. And then I'm thinking I might add this here, but before I do that, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So the question is, do I do tone on tone, or or do I emboss it in white? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's deepest sympathy. We don't want deepest sympathy. It's not really on brand. Mind you, it could be, I suppose. Could have you make me happy. Hopefully it's gonna fit. I think we emboss in white. It's risky. Emboss in white along the tail strip, what, the whole way along here like this? That could work. Just like that? Or over here? I was going to do you make me happy, like one on each line. Actually, that looks kind of cute. Let's do that. I agree. It could be a pet sympathy card. You are right. It could be. It's funny because we were talking about blackbirds earlier, and my auntie, she always loved blackbirds, and she would feed the blackbirds, and she would always bring out food for the little birds, but then have separate food for the blackbirds. And many people would just be like, why are you doing that for the blackbirds? They're just blackbirds, but she loved them. And then on the morning of her funeral, I was probably like 20 something. What am I doing? When she died, I remember she died the year I got married because she was all set to come to my hen party in Glasgow, and then I just got a phone call said that she died, and unfortunately, yeah, it was sudden and unexpected. So I had to have a very horrendous phone call with companies to try and cancel her flight or her boat thing and the train ticket and all this stuff. And I was just like, not really in the right frame of mind. But on the day of her funeral, we all come out of the house and everyone's a bit teary, obviously. And then there was blackbirds everywhere. Like, I'm not really religious or anything, but there was blackbirds everywhere, and I think everyone just started laughing because it was like, yep, everyone loved Kate, even the blackbirds. So it was really sweet. Okay, put it on mute while I emboss this. All right, loving it. Oh my goodness, they were there to see your auntie off. Yeah, everyone said that. And they were on the ground, and like we're walking down the lane, and they just not, they just like scatter. They're not even getting out of the way. It was like, Yael says, oh, so sad, but the thing is, it wasn't sad. It was actually the opposite. It was incredibly uplifting. I think everybody just started crying with like happiness. And then after that, there was just stories about her. And her name was my Auntie Kate. And I remember she was diabetic, and I remember one of the people told us the story about how she had her dog was also diabetic, and she had accidentally given herself the insulin that belonged to the dog. So, and she's like on the phone to the she's on the phone to the like, you know, the like out of hours clinic or whatever you want to call it, and they're like, oh, you need to get down to the hospital straight away and everything. And they get down there, and the people that they saw was very familiar with Kate, so they knew what she was like, and that she was always really that she was always up for a laugh. And the doctor took her in and was like basically winding her up, saying that, I'm afraid there's no easy way to say this, but because you have used the dog's insulin for yourself, then there's a very real chance that you will be barking mad. And then she's like, okay, you like play fighting with the doctor and everything. So this is the kind of stories that comes up in Irish funerals. Yeah, it was really fun. So yes, blackbirds have a special place in my heart too. Right, so catch you up. I've taken a piece of white foam and I've covered it with some stick it adhesive. So it's like double-sided adhesive, but not in a tape, in a full sheet, which means I don't have to do several layers. And what I want to do is cover this in glitter. But first of all, I am going to die cut it with my little doodah. My cloud die. I can cover it completely with some glitter. Shiny, shiny glitter. So we'll put some double-sided adhesive on that side. And we'll put some double-sided adhesive on this side. Ooh. This one comes with some free grass, apparently. That's a lovely story about your Auntie Kate. Oh no, my phone battery's down to 4%, so can't comment anymore, but I'll still watch my TV. Okay, we know you're there. Yay! Okay, so we've got foam, double-sided adhesive on both sides. Let's do this, stick this down, run it through. I'll grab some glitter. Okay. So I'll keep my little heart there. And I'm going to completely cover this in glitter. And this is DecoArt Glamour Dust. I've had it for years and years and years and years. It's very similar to the Nuvo Ultra Fine Glitter. And it's super shiny. It's really fine. It will be everywhere for days now. But I'll give it a good rub on there. Craig will be cursing me. Sandra says, I'm watching on the telly, but I've still got my phone for commenting. You've got this process down. Good for you. All right. So let's pull this out. Once I've stuck it down, I'll give it a good dust. And put this here. And then I'll fill the heart. Glamour Dust is my absolute fave. I know. And you know what? This has lasted me so long. What you can't even imagine. Okay. So I think we just cut a little. I think maybe I use that teal color. Should we do that teal color and do that the heart on the inside? Stick it on top of here. I used to have some pink foam, which would have been perfect, but I don't seem to have it anymore. So probably being crafted by Miss Pie. Stolen. Okay. There we go. He's so pretty. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Teal glitter on the heart. I don't think I have any teal glitter. I actually quite like the contrast between the glitter and the no glitter. Obviously, it's too shiny that my my camera is getting like overexposed. I've got about 6 pots tipped into a Tupperware, says Sandra. Wow, you are gonna like a lifetime of crafting with that. Love glitter, but hey, brave to use, yeah. I think at some point in my life I've just gone, glitter's gonna happen. And that's it. Yay! Okay, one more thing. Why can I never find this thing that I'm looking for? And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a brush down, a bit like after you have a haircut. With a super soft brush. I have some lovely colours from Poundland. Is there any difference? Yeah. Guys, you can't even see this. It's too bright. Let me turn some. Can you see better? It looks like it's lost its shininess now, but it looks really white, really clean. I like it. Yay! It's not complicated, but it sure is fun. I just brush this glitter onto the floor so my dog can become a glitter dog. All right, we've got 2 now. Right, who said they wanted something? There you are. Yay! So, they said you wanted something for moms. I suppose it's coming up to Mum's Day for you guys, right? This is so cute. There's something about the vibrancy of it I really like. I like it. Woohoo! What is next, my dears? What should we go for now? It's only 10:30. The reason I'm flying through things is that I haven't done much colouring, so that's probably why. Let's grab this one again. I quite like this Love You stamp. Maybe we could do something with that. A character, says Sandra. You want to do a character? We can have a character. Love You. We also have this and a door. Will it fit in here? Love and adore you. Maybe we should have I'm visualizing circles, and this in a circle, and a character in a circle. Ooh, yes please. Birthday. Oh, birthday. Okay, I thought it was from Mum. We can do a birthday. We can do this in a circle, and then maybe like other circles and a character in a circle. Let me grab some soy dies. Soicles. Are you going to make a Mother's Day card? Inspire me for my mum's birthday card. Okay. So I'm probably not going to make a Mother's Day card, and the reason is we've already had Mother's Day So kind of like this, love and adore you. And maybe we need, so I need some sort of a guide for what my card size is going to be. So let me fold this up. Oh, in fact, one thing that I regularly do is use my stitch rectangle to help me figure that out. Oh, we could just do love and adore you and then put a little critter like here. That could work. Or even, you know, like this. Love and adore you. One holding flowers, you say. Let's get some white card. And actually, let's first of all figure out what kind of critter do you want? Any ideas? Maybe I think what kind of critters would your mom like? Sea animals? Yeah, okay, sea animals. We've got the narwhals, we've got oceans of love. Let me grab it. If I can find it. Here we go. With this, I saw this and I thought it was quite cute. We could put a bear with like the flowers or the heart, love heart. That might work. What do you think? Either way, we got to stamp this sentiment in the middle anyway. Okay, and I'm going to also trim this down to go on the front. Hopefully I have one here. That will work. Let me just trim this down. Right. So I've got my base, and then I want to have one which I raise up, which is my top panel. So I'm going to start by doing my stitching, and that'll help me position where I want to put my stamped sentiment. So for this one, I'm using the Misty, and this is the Heffy Doodle Stitch Circles. So let's line this up. The bear is cute, unbearable, says Joanne. The bear, hedgehogs, butterflies, dragonflies. Okay, lots of suggestions. Okay. So I think I'm going to go for the bear. There's been a couple of suggestions for the bear. But I don't need to worry about that just now. I just want to have an idea of what it is because I'm going to stamp these in different colors. So this one should be more or less centered, I reckon. Love and adore you. So let's grab my colors. I think maybe we should continue with our teal theme. I think that would be sweet. What should we go for? Maybe this scuba. And Lakeshore. And then an Altenew pink, I reckon. So what do I want? I think I'm going to go for Lake Shores, the really light colored one. Will be the little frame thing. I can't really think of a better way to describe it. There's two little lines that frame the image, frame the middle sentiment. And then the and adore will go right in the middle. And that's going to be my pink color. Not quite centered, I don't think. Let's try that. Candy says, Lesley, you're coming to Junkie Fest. Are you going? I think I'm going. One of the things on my list to do today was to look at the price of flights. One of the things on my list that didn't get done today because I had to go to the hospital with Craig was to go and look at the price of flights. But hey ho. I'm hoping to go, but I haven't quite fully committed yet. Love and adore you. And I'm just using these stumps because I have them, so you could use a similar style for a card that works for you for whatever reason. Whether it's Mommy's birthday, Valentine's, there seems to be a weird thing on the V. Try that again. I think it was just a little fiber or something. Yes, first time. Yay! Well, then I have to go then, Candy, don't I? Yeah. Yes, I'll bring you American chocolate. I'm pretty sure there was a conversation on the Junkie Fest website about chocolate, but the thing is, UK chocolate is so delicious that American chocolate, I always think it doesn't really taste the same. Okay, guys, what are we gonna go for? I'm liking this so far. Do we go for a bear? Maybe a bear with a flower, a bear with a bunch of flowers. Hedgehog. I don't think I have a hedgehog. Oh, I have a hedgehog, a Gerda Steiner hedgehog. Let's see what else I've got. I might have some other ones I can mix and match things together. Let me see. We can have a bear with a squirrel, a lawn fawn squirrel. And a fox. Should we make a little party of them? We could have a bear. We could have a squirrel. There's a hedgehog here. A little hedgehog. An owl. We can maybe put some grass down here or something. A critter party. Yeah, a critter party. Everybody love a critter party, boy. Trying to think what stamp sets have got grass? Of course. Oh, actually, Big Bug Hugs has got grass. Let's do that. Maybe some grass. And I feel like they need to be holding something. Maybe love hearts? Yell says, I'm a nature lover, but trapped as a townie. Oh no. I am sad to hear that. Yes. One day you'll find your house in the countryside. One day. Yay, go for it. Yay, okay, cool. Okay, number one. Let's pop you there for now. Number two, Mr. Squiggle. We don't call them squirrels, we call them squiggles. Those bugs are super cute. What are they called? These bugs are called Big Bug Hugs by Heffy Doodle. All right. And I will just grab some grass and stamp them out too. Or a little flower in each paw. Yes, that could work too, but I need a flower that's going to work. Actually, I'm going to do a couple of these. I'll do one of the big one. The sentiments on Big Bug Hugs are totally fab. Yay! I'm glad you like them. Sometimes it's really hard to come up with unique sentiments that make sense and that can be translated across the world. Like in our Veggie Patch stamp set, I think I probably told you guys that we have an aubergine. And the sentiment is, you're an auberginius. And what I hadn't realized is that in America, you guys don't say aubergine, you say eggplant. So, by the time I figured out, I was like, it's too late, I've committed. No biggie. I just educated some of you guys. All right, let me go grab my marker pens. I'm gonna go for some Copics today, I think. And I think I wanna go fairly light. So, where are we at? I'm gonna grab a couple off my Nouveau because my favorite is here. Which is garlic clove. I haven't quite figured out what that equals. In a Copic. Little E21. Let me zoom. I was going to ask, what is that? An eggplant is an aubergine. A-U-B-E-R-G-I-N-E, aubergine. There you go. I have to make 2 cards, one to Mum from Sis and one from me. I always do hers first, she's so busy. Wow. That's just part of the course, I'm afraid. This is an interesting color. It's called a hay bale. Little brown sugar as well. Who doesn't love a little brown sugar? Okay, he's done. Let's go for some deeper browns for him. We'll start off with brown sugar for you. Probably want to make you a bit more red, I guess. Oh, the good old red squirrel, grey squirrel conundrum. Or black squirrel if you live in America, which was something that completely threw me. I was like, what? What is this black thing? That's funny. Let me go over the top, the little orange. There we go. E08. YR07 maybe? Nope. That was getting a bit too orange, so I'm just going to go over the top with my brown. It'll all work out in the end. Yay. For this little guy, I think I'm going to go for some gray tones rather than a lot of browns. Because it's like a brown party over here. But I want a little brown tone to tie it together. And he needs some feet. YR23, I know I want you for my bear. There, YR31. And I need his belly. So I think I'm going to go for some W00. Just blend that up a little bit. Blend into white just so that it takes the edge off it a little bit. I love how you just mix up your pen. Yeah, life's too short. Are you using alcohol markers? Yes, I am. I've got a good mix here. All sorts of ones. All right. So I've got quite a teal color on my sentiment. So I'm actually going to try and bring some teal into the grass, just a little bit. But I still want it to look like grass. So I'm using this one, which is called Persian Lime. Who doesn't love a Persian lime? Actually, I think lime might be like my favorite fruit. I make these like key lime pie square things, and they are quite possibly the most delicious dessert I have ever made. So yay me. I think I need to make more of them. Problem is, as is always the case, they just go too quickly. People eat them. This person. Last week it was oat and raisin cookies. That's what I was all about last week, making them. Very nice, yum yum yum. And then I walked into the house, and I was like, Piper, what? She was like, what have you got behind your back? Nothing. And it was the biscuit tin. I was like, open it up. I was like, Piper, how many of them have you eaten? Not many. I think she'd eaten like 5 big biscuits. So she was in trouble. Candy's off for dinner. Short and sweet. See you all next time. Bye. Enjoy your food. Lisa's off to bed. Early start tomorrow. And I'm drifting in and out of sleep. Have fun tomorrow. Thanks for sharing your crafty cards. We'll catch up on the replay. Oh, thank you for my flowers. Very nice. Very sweet indeed. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, my friend. Okay. So for Mr. Bear, I'm going to saturate him in some colorless blender. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of this, which is called YR31. Try and blend it out. Where's my, oh, there it is. This nib has already been destroyed because of me doing this, so it's not going to make a big difference. I'm just doing some tip to tip. So as I touch even the tip, a little bit of the YR31 transfers over onto the nib of the colourless blender, which allows me to blend it out, have a bit more of a smooth blend over here. You just scribble it afterwards to get rid of any residue. And if there's any areas where we want a little bit darker, the YR23 I like to use for that. All right, for his snout, I think I'll go back to the grays. Maybe a CW, or a W1, I mean. And a W0 would be great just now. Actually, I think that's too grey. Give him some spots. this one, bring some of that colour in. And pink nose, for sure. All right. I still think I need a little bit more teal. In my grass. Oops. Let's try that technique using the colorless blender first. It makes it nice and juicy, and then whenever you touch the ink to it, it goes and spreads out really easily. So that's nice. Okay, so we've got a couple of little dudes here hanging around. And it does kind of look like they're holding their hand out. They want a balloon or something, or a flower. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find some flowers. I think you need a tiny flower. Doobie-doobie-doop-doop-doop. Okay, so there's these flowers in the no matter what, which actually are going to be pretty perfect, I think. So let's do that. And because I'm lazy, I'm going to stamp them all at once. Like that. We definitely need to bring in that pink. Maybe all of them are pink, seeing as they're all different stamps. That could work, I think. Turn this around so you can see sort of what the pink is. Let's try that, shall we? Put these markers away. And then a massive die cut fest. I've got hedgehogs, owls, and even red squirrels where I live. We sure don't have bears bringing flowers that you know of. I actually noticed a poor little hedgehog didn't make it across our road I was driving down the road the other day and I was like, oh, poor hedgehog. Did not make it. And they say that like when I was growing up, if there was ever a hedgehog found, my granny would have put some milk and bread outside for the hedgehog to eat. And, oh no. Oh, there's a few. And I'm pretty sure that since then, it's been said that actually many hedgehogs are lactose intolerant. I think that is right. Mealworms. Mealworms is what you feed a hedgehog. And you can tend to get mealworms anywhere these days, anywhere that sells like bird seed, even the pound shop and things sell mealworms. I know, because that's what Fiskars enjoys. All right, let's hope that none of these move around. In the card making world, anything works. I agree. Doesn't have to be realistic. I remember whenever I was at uni and one of Craig's roommates, he was an odd sort of guy. He's putting it nicely. One of these guys who like to have an opinion on like everything. And he was playing this game on the computer, which was essentially Frisbee slashed with like American basketball epicness. And people could jump super high and stuff. And I remember his comment was that the lack of physics in this game is annoying, really frustrates me. And I was like, it's a game, dude. Don't tend to restrict games to the physics of the real world. If they did, I would not get many points in that game. No, not many at all. They say cat food now, says Yells Yells. Ooh, there you go. So line up all these little guys. Oops. I did go over the edge on this one, but perhaps with strategic placement, I might still be able to use some of it. We'll see. One flower, 2 flowers, 3 flowers, and this one's not even broken apart, so I'll just do it like this. 4. Right. Now let me take a minute to put these away before I lose them all. Oh wow, you have a die for the flowers. Yes. I like to include a die for like all the things, even though sometimes when I'm trying to position the little tiny die, I get so frustrated. But I figure there's people out there that have much more patience than I do. But that would be a nightmare to fussy cut, I think. Okay, so where are we at? Let's get a little collection of stuff over here. I think we need to add a little bit of color to the bottom using those colors that we used. And I'm going to use Lake Shores, and I'm going to use a blending brush, I reckon. And I don't know if this one... I think it's fine. Let me just grab a mat. Here we go. No, I think it is too blue. I think this has been dyed blue a little bit. Let me try a different brush. Oh, I ordered some of those like oval blending brushy things. Time to go. Bye bye everyone. Oh, I've just realized that Francie's been talking over here. Hi there. Hi Czech Republic. Too late for all. That's a cool name. They have goat milk instead. Is that for the... Hey Francie, I know you just said that you're off to bed. Hopefully I can catch you before you go. Do you guys have hedgehogs over there in Italy? What I'd like to know. Because I realized that over in this, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong guys, but over in the States, you guys don't really have hedgehogs, do you? I also realized that our badges are completely different from your badgers because I started drawing a badger stamp set once upon a time, and then I was like, I think I googled badgers so that I could try and get the shape just correct. And then was like, whoa, that's not a badger. Yeah. The things one learns these days. All right, so let's get this party started. Yeah, oh, hiya, yay. Yes, we do. Yay! That's cool. Okay, so this is gonna go here. We need to figure out though, do we want to raise it up? All right, or I'll just leave it flat. Maybe we just leave it flat. And then we assemble the party. This is a mighty big owl. But if Harry Potter has taught us anything, owls can be big. Hedwig's pretty big. I think this little guy's gonna go up front, hedgehog behind. Maybe bigger ones for the bigger critters. And littler ones for the littler critters. I didn't know we didn't have hedgehogs in the US. You have taught me too. What was that? Maybe this word. 2 non-stamping things tonight. Oh, hi, I'm back. You said you were going to sleep, young lady. Honestly. All right. I think this is going to be one of those fiddly ones that I just have to start sticking things down, because attempting to lay it out is just going to be crazy. Let me actually get my glue dots. I think I have better success with glue dots in this kind of situation. So let's stick down this one first of all. Maybe like here, and this one off to the side like this, I think, and I'll trim it off. And he's gonna have this one, this flower. Let me zoom you in, guys. Better? Is that the big one? Yeah. Oh, raise and overhang the critters. Oh, no, I should have done that. No, I wanted it down below. I think. I wanted them to be kind of grounded, you know? Now this is my little sneaky one, so I'm going to stick that in there. Strategic placement. He's going to go there. Let me stick him down as well. I feel like I might exhaust my little tiny glue dots today, but that's okay. I'm here to be used. This guy's going to go in the back here. hopefully I've got room for my owl. And I think I'll stick this one sort of behind this guy. We're gonna make it. Fancy says she saved one when she was little. Cute little guy. Saved the life of a hedgehog. Ah. Oops. I'll trim this one off. Boop. I'm loving it. So I think I kind of want to raise it up though. So I'm going to go and grab my foam tape so that I can raise it up. And for my foam tape, I'm going to miter the corners if I can. Let's move that to the side and I grab my a knife. Cut away at a 45-degree angle. And then continue on this way. This would make a fun shaker card as well. When I miter the corners, what that means is whenever everything is in place, you get a nice solid, like there's no gaps around the outside. And works really well with when you're doing your shakers. To help me position this, I want to use my Misty, as I always do in these situations, because it's like the best thing ever. position it in there up at the corner, and then position my piece of card on top. Huzzah! You've inspired me, and I'll share on Facebook on what I decided for my mum's card. Yay! Candy says, I have 3 birthday cards to make this weekend. Only have an idea for one. Pac-Man, my gamer brother-in-law. Brilliant. What do you think? I think it's super cute. I love it. Three cards. However, this just fell on the ground, and I think it's like such a shame to waste this. So I want to see if I can make a quick card with it. Maybe we could use those narwhals we were hoping to use. So I'm thinking we would do like a wave coming down, maybe. Let me see. This one's too deep, I think. Probably need something a bit more shallow like this. Or we just wing it and use a craft knife. Let's do that, because if it doesn't work out, we just scrap it. Okay. I think that works. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yael says, if you're ever at Birmingham show, I'd love to meet you in person. Ooh, yes, we were thinking about maybe doing the Birmingham show in, not June, but, well, probably later in the year, to be honest. I'm wondering if it's too much now. Do you think it's too much? November, yeah, maybe the November one. We go this way? Or maybe we just go for a strip. I'm losing my nerve. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to change my mind and not do it wonky. Will this fit? This all fit. But it's kind of lost its appeal now. Nope, it's out. Something new. Something new, perhaps. Let's see. Can we turn these little guys into something? Maybe a strip with a heart. Not a heart. A circle. That could maybe work. Then we're going to need a black strip on here. But one thing at a time, friends. One thing at a time. So I'm going to line this up here at the top, can you see? And use this as a guide. Put this on the edge. I'm totally winging it, by the way. I'm sure you guys know me well enough to know that. Sometimes you can have too many ideas, for sure. All right. And then this one, we want to go over here. Like that. I'm going to trim this guy off. Like a saw. When I see something like those stripes and I like it, I just want to use it. I want to use it. Can't let my shell suit go to waste. Absolutely not. Right, black card. Fabulous, darling. I think the black strip really makes it pop here. And let's stick that down. And then we need something down the side here. Probably a tone-on-tone kind of color is what I'm thinking. I'm glad to watch others going through the same emotions of swapping and changing. Absolutely. You can't have the perfect ideas like at the start all the time. Okay. And sometimes you need to fail in order to realize, like, you get, when you fail, then you actually get a better idea or a different idea. So what do you think we do for over here? I'm thinking we either go for gray or we have a or we have like a spotty or something, like black. We've got a black and gray spotty or something. Oh, cracked my knee. Black and grey stripe. you to visualize it. It looks kind of cool. No, I don't like that one. We could go for a yellowy stripe, maybe. Oh, this one is water damaged. That could work. Kind of like that. Have we got any more yellow in here? Yes, I do. Right, let me trim some of this down. It's now at the point of the evening where Leslie's tired and I'm like, yep, that'll do. Yep, that'll do. Because it's more about getting the card done rather than it being perfect. And I understand some people will not want to do it that way. But I'm fine with that. I've got puppy play in the morning. And if I get to stay here for another 10-15 minutes and I make a quick card that's not perfect, but still cool, then all good by me. All right. Totally channeling my inner 80s of this one. I feel like I want to use the cloud, mostly because it's sitting in front of me. What do you think? Ooh, happy birthday going down the side bit. I like that. I like it a lot. Nice, bold happy birthday. Ooh, you're so clever. If I can find one. I'm trying to think, almost like a solid happy birthday or something I need. Let me have a look and see what I can find. Can't see one that would work. Happy Heart Day. This one, I feel like I want it to be solid though. Like capital letters, you know what I mean? It might work. Or what about this? I like this. You brighten my life. because of the bright colors. Maybe we could even put a like one of the little birds or something that fly by, like a wingman. Oh yes, it's your birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, girl. I hope that you have planned to eat lots of cake. It's a necessity. Or at least treat your way in some disgrace. Treat yourself in some way. Let me turn you this way. You brighten my life. Loving it. I think we definitely need something on the circle. A little critter or something. Or maybe like a unicorn would work well with the cloud. How about the unicorn? A unicorn would be perfect, says Sandra. I think so too. Oh, wrong way round. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down because it's getting a bit cumbersome. Do, 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 do. Awesome. I had a little deliberation there over should I stencil it? Should I put some like ink on it? I was like, nope, 6 minutes, I need to be in my bed. I haven't decided whether he's going to go below or above the cloud. We'll figure that out once he's coloured in. We're going to have yellow hair. I really like this unicorn, but I really don't like the fact that it's wearing a scarf. A boo. All right, R11 for that. I'm going to darken it up with a little, probably R20 if I can get my hands on it. It's RV21. Oh, maybe RV21. Alrighty. Some teal. Teal scarfy. And we'll have to go for a purple corn. Loving it. Oops. I'm actually going to add some white spots or something to the scarf just to make it a little bit different, but first let's cut it out. Loving this. Yay! Sandra says it's 5 to midnight here. Hey Sandra, where are you? In the UK somewhere? Yael says, loving this, will incorporate it into my mom card. Oh, yay! You guys don't know how much like fun it is for me to hear that you're inspired by the nonsense that I do. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to bring some color in behind. Just a little bit of maybe blue. I'm going to use a finger dauber if I can find one that's going to work for me. I think this will do. Just so that there's a little bit of something in the background here to help make it pop a little bit more. Let me see. Something like that. do think that I need to cut him out of some foam and stick him on. And I'm contemplating black foam. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it might work out quite cool. The inky background works great. Yay! Love this card. The sentiment on the stripes on the side and the sentiment on the side and the stripes. I'm going to use this tomorrow as a sketch. Ooh, make sure you let me know how it turns out. Okay, so just wanted to try and make that mimic kind of thing. The mimic the line here. So what I need to do now is get my, what's it called? Rainbow die, and cut away a section of my put away. Where rainbow die is the question. Yes, I did. Not my rainbow die, my cloud die. So I want to cut off a little tiny bit of the snout and the legs, and that means it will sit flush. Let me show you what I mean. Boop. Like that. Can you see? Perfect. All right, we're going to cover this little guy with some adhesive. Like this, and then I'll slide that right in there like that. Can you see? It's actually, I'd like it to go in a little bit more. Too late. So this is going to go down like this. Peel these off. And I'm wondering if I could fill that with, hang on. I'm wondering if I could fill that with a, what's the word? Nouveau drops. You think that would work? Be kind of cute if it dried like crystally. Let's see. It's not right. It's not quite the right color, I don't think. Let me see. I have a pink, but it's very pale pink. Let's do it. Might match the pink on the actual unicorn. What to do with all that glitter? I'm gonna sprinkle my glitter on it now. Obviously put my glitter away. If you want to use the heart, you could try it beside the word life. Oh yeah, you could put it like here. No, I don't like it there. For some reason, I don't know why. I like it here though. I think I'm going to try and attempt to do a little bit of glitter sprinkle. Pink glitter sprinkle onto the heart though. Tiny bit. And I'm not going to touch it until morning because I think that's when things go wrong. All right, let's have a look at what we made today, guys. We had this one, this one. I think I'm going to have to zoom out a bit. This one and this one. Can I fit them all in maybe? Yay! Woohoo! Some super ideas tonight, says Yells Yells. Did you suck the air? No, I didn't suck it, I blew. I blow like that so that where you've got the nozzle like this and the glue comes up, it pushes the glue back down out of the nozzle so then my nozzle doesn't get clogged. I try not to do it on camera because it's not a very good thing to do. It's probably not setting a good example. Yael says, I'm going to have a lovely experimenting weekend. Jeanette says, loving all the cards tonight. Can't choose a favorite. Oh, let's see what we've got. Oh, the dog's complaining, wants me to come in. You make me happy. Love and adore you. Grateful to call you friend. And you brighten my life. Yay! Let me just see if I can. Nope. Nope. That'll do. Ranger. Ranger. Come. Ranger, come. I'm going to say goodnight. Ranger's gonna say goodnight to you. Oh, you're gonna do happy for this. Say goodnight. Look what I made, Ranger. Do you like them? What do you think? Which is your favorite? Oh, it's bored. Bored. Which one is my favorite? You know, I can't really pick either. I like the critters because I love some critters, but I also really like the one with the rainbow and the You Make Me Happy because I like the colors. All right, you guys, we are off to beddy boos. Good night, Ranger. Say good night, Ranger. Love you. See you next week. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping in. Mwah. Okay. All right, Pooch. Bye, everyone.